Morning. I'm drinking my coffee. This is a lovely gift from my actual sister. On it, it says, pretty, black, and educated. And on the side, it has the name Nicole. If you see, I believe, my Twitter or one of my other social media accounts, you will see this cup. This is a very nice cup. I'm drinking coffee. I actually wanted to do this video because I'm getting some success in my Upwork account. And I always like to celebrate little successes that I have in my freelancing life. Last year, people were asking me questions about my top content and my Upwork, how I was getting the jobs, and they've been looking for months and they haven't gotten anything. Well, due to an issue, I had to close down my accounts, and I included my Upwork account, losing jobs that I had. Now, I reopened it in January, hoping to get those jobs back, but I didn't yet. Part of it, I think, is my status. I have to get the enterprise status back. And for those who work in Upwork, they know what that is. So I would be an enterprise client. I actually have to get to that status, and I also have to get to where I was doing the 100% customer satisfaction to get my hourly wage jobs, to make sure that I actually can survive and live off of what I'm making. So this year I restarted, and I didn't have any luck in the beginning, and it was like a repeat of when I started way back when. Now, for those who don't know, here's a recap. I joined it before it became Upwork. I joined it when it was Elance, at the end of the Elance saga. So I joined it in 2015. I filled out all the stuff. I opened up my account. I actually got an interview with the employees underneath the Elance label. Then I stopped dealing with it, and then it switched to Upwork. So when it switched to Upwork, I decided, let's go see again, because I did it when it was Elance. I didn't get any luck. I went back when it was Upwork, and I went looking for jobs. And luckily enough, I actually got some. So then it just became a matter of how many jobs can I get? Am I going to get a good job? And it didn't always work out that I got a good job. So that's, my problem. So now I'm back to it. I'm still working. I started again in January. It was the same story. I didn't get a job. Then come like the summer, I started getting jobs, which is what happened last time. And hopefully the jobs will continue coming. I actually work with author services for book reviews, and I hope to continue doing that because I know that my desire to be a book reviewer can definitely happen if I work via author services. If you write book reviews and you post on, say, places like websites like Amazon and Barnes and Noble or other big companies, they frown on you writing paid reviews. So you have to, like at Amazon, it's a verified purchase. So what you do is I buy the book and I write the review. It says verified purchase on my review. In Barnes and Noble, you write the review, and even though you have an account, it may or may not say your name. So for me right now, it says anonymous, even though I'm underneath my account when I post. And that's just really weird because I think it's because I don't sign into the account actually to do it. But I do have to sign in at the bottom to put my name there so they know that I have a username. But it's still posted as anonymous. But it's attached, I guess, to my account. I don't know how that works actually. Uh, but I'm posting. You can always post in Goodreads. I don't know anybody who gets paid right now to post in Goodreads. But some people will request that if you post in Goodreads, in addition to the other ones, they do not mind. They're just paying you for the review that you do. Uh, so I'm back doing work on Upwork. I haven't made a lot of money, but it's, steady money. And I currently have a client that I'm writing a book review for, and it's due this week. I have another client that actually is outside of Upwork. What happened with her is that she was on Upwork and she had problems with her clients, so she left Upwork. She still does the same thing, but her friend who is an Upwork client helps refer people to her. People that I guess he likes, but he feels that would be better off for her. He would then refer her to those people. Um, Now you're not allowed to do that with your Upwork clients, so you have to be put outside of Upwork. So just as a FYI, uh, don't use that to get your clients to go to other places. But in this case, he was my connection to the woman that I'm currently working, and I have several book reviews for her due. It was due beginning this month, so today is the day that they have to get done because the cutoff was actually the 31st of October. But the 1st of November was yesterday, and I had problems with, I'm back having problems with my computer, but hopefully they're fixing themselves now because I got I got a 6-month trial for my virus plan, and then on January I have to pay, so I'm definitely gonna have the money for that. Gonna make it. Then it's like under $50. So for under $50, you can't beat this. It's a good security program. The new thing on the security program though is they now scan all your emails. So you have your McAfee, which might do the same thing, but this program will do it too. Let's see, what else can I tell you? So my Upwork is getting better. I didn't try to get back to top content. They're hiring up a storm, I see. I did join this other group that I have to get off the ground. Their stuff I'm going to try and finish by Saturday because it's just basically me redoing it. So I have to allot like an hour or two today before I go to sleep to do that. So if I can do 2 of those a day, it's just basically fixing it so that he will take it and pay me. And then I'm going to try the other one. So I didn't finish my other applications for that same group till I was done with this one. And I'm trying to up my word count output every day. So I found some other places to go help me do that, and they pay. The goal is to find an hourly wage job for content writing. And if you ever notice, there are companies out there that actually hire you to be a content writer. I've applied. I've gotten 2 interviews, but I didn't get hired. I had 1 interview. I didn't take it, and I should have. Hold on. So that's, what's happening with that. And I actually do think that there are jobs out there. You just have to look and be patient. For those who asked me all last year, how was I getting the jobs? What was my secret? I didn't actually have a secret. I kept doing it because I knew I needed the money. And what I was told by Eric, his last name starts with a K. If you ever see him, he's an Upwork employee. It means he works for Upwork as a freelancer, and he actually does webinars and helps people with their Upwork account. I will find out his information for you. You have to have 100% client satisfaction. When you have 100% client satisfaction, then the jobs that you would like will come to you. And I found that out. I had 100% client satisfaction, and I had the hourly wage jobs that I was looking to have come my way. They didn't last, but I got them. So my goal is with this to get the 100% client satisfaction, which means you have to ask for a review at the end of your job plan. Now, if this is a long-term client, they should have no problems within a year. If I still have this client in a year, with doing an update saying I'm still working with them, I like them, they're on time or whatever, they should have, I would think, no problem with doing that. That would be like a every year you get an appraisal for your job. That's my appraisal. If I'm there with him for a year, then my appraisal is that review. And I need that to get my client satisfaction up to 100%. Drinking out of my cup. I think that you have to come in realistic to those who ask me those questions. I don't know how realistic you are in your expectations of actually getting work. I know that it takes forever to put your foot in the door, it seems, and it's actually true. A lot of people won't take the jobs that are $5 or whatever because they say, I'm not getting any money, but I'm doing a lot of work. You are, but you're getting your foot in the door. And you're getting people who are extremely particular about their job. And they're saying they're willing to work with you, the first timer. And see, that's the key. They're willing to work with you, the first timer. You're not going to get your foot in the door, get the job, and get that guy who's $50,000 client who says, I'm going to pay you. That's not really going to happen. I was lucky. I got a client that was willing to pay me for a year or two's worth of work, like $5,000. And I lost the job because I had problems with my trusty computer here that I'm on right now. But this is a different computer. I've gone through 5 laptops within the five to, let's see, 2004, 2005, I got it. So about 12 years or 17. Let's see. Let me do the math here. You got 20, 22, 20, 2005, 7, 17 years. Within 17 years, I've been through 5 laptops. I've had 2 that completely died. One was Zeus. The other one was the other one does the same thing that Zeus does. It just steals your information and your computer shuts down. Now, that computer that was used, I still actually have, and it boots up, but the date will not take. I have my netbook. I love that because that's what I worked on when my computers died. And in the interim of me, so I didn't lose my work, I used the netbook. That netbook is on its way out. It's actually discontinued. I have no battery. So I can't really use it anymore. So this has to last me. I don't know where you draw the line about what you're willing to not accept at your new job as a freelance writer or a freelancer. You have to decide what you're willing to accept and not accept. You also have to look at the websites that you're working with and the people that you're working with. Also, I think it's good that a piece of advice I would give you is to definitely join a freelancing group like Freelancers Union, or if you live in New York City, they have in place, their Freelancers Union has in place excellent ways of checking things and checking people and getting you assistance. You know, for me, I don't live in New York City, but I do try to use New York's system in terms of the assistance that they get. Um, Remember that you and your client are working together and you both want to make money. You want to get paid by the client wants to make money off of what you're writing. Because what they're going to see is what you wrote for the client and thereby hopefully convert to an actual buyer slash subscriber to whatever they're selling. So you two are dependent on each other. Remember that dependency, because that dependency will help you gain clients, it will help you gain money, and hopefully it will put you in the black. So this is the end of my spiel for today. This is Nicole's update on her freelance writing career and answering questions that she's received for the last 6 months to a year. So that's from mid 2021 to mid 2022. And I know I'm late because it's November, but guys, it's, you got to do it when you remember. And I was watching something and they were doing something similar. And to those who are struggling with something like ADHD or depression, anorexia nervosa, uh, suicidal thoughts, there are people out there for you to talk with you. You can find a friend, go to a hospital, take a hotline. I think it's important that you guys try that, definitely try that. And there are people in there to help you, so don't think that you're entirely on your own. So all those who I see on TikTok and Instagram and Facebook, the reels of those who've lost loved ones, I'm sorry for your losses. I know that the holidays is a very hard time, and the end of the year is a hard time because it's nothing but holidays after a while. You have Halloween and Thanksgiving and Christmas and Hanukkah and Kwanzaa, uh, All Saints Day, All Hallows Eve. It's all there. So I understand this is a very tough time of year for all of you. I pray that you get through it, and blessings to you all.